Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
CCSD schools get a donation that's music to students' ears. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. Starting off with business news brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. Redfin reports real estate commissions have dropped in the Las Vegas Valley as the industry braces for massive change this weekend. LVRJ business reporter Patrick Blennerhassett explains what this means for realtors.
The two biggest changes are basically a contract has to be signed between a potential home buyer and a realtor before that realtor can show them properties. The other big change is that commissions can no longer be posted internally on the multiple listing service where homes are largely put up for sale, and home buyers and home sellers can't see the internal machinations of that. So from what I'm hearing within the industry is that this is going to make everything a lot more open and transparent, but it remains to be seen if and how much commissions might drop.
In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Dry and sunny skies are in your forecast for today, expecting winds between 8 to 13 miles per hour with a warmer high today around 109. Those temperatures will dip this weekend, hitting around 105, 106 for Saturday and Sunday. And Monday and Tuesday are expected to be the hottest days for next week, hitting around 110 degrees before dipping back down. We'll be seeing mostly sunny skies with lows in the 80s. Moving on to your top story, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Nevada's unemployment rate rose slightly in July, with changes largely coming from the hospitality industry and partially due to the close of the Mirage Hotel Casino. State economists announced the increase in unemployment on Thursday, and the accommodation and food services industries lost 4,000 jobs last month. Now, this is according to a reporter from the Department of Employment, Training and Rehabilitation report. However, with other industries growing and adding jobs, overall the state saw a total decrease in July of 1,500 non-farm jobs. 3 suspects in their early 20s are now facing murder charges after a planned robbery escalated to the shooting death of 19-year-old Connor Robledo on July 19th. 23-year-old Skylar Bailey, 20-year-old Emily Ridditt, and 22-year-old Nathan Nava are facing charges including open murder. On the evening of his death, the victim left his home to go to an apartment complex on the 4700 block of Arid Avenue, hoping to meet Riddau. Officers were called to the scene around 8 p.m. due to reports of gunshots and found an unresponsive Robledo laying in the parking lot and holding a gun. The victim died from a single gunshot to the head, and a single spent cartridge found near his body was not fired from the gun in his hand, according to police. The man suspected of shooting a Marketon security guard is now facing a new murder charge. 36-year-old Miguel Naro was previously facing charges of attempted murder, robbery, and battery with a deadly weapon. On Thursday, prosecutors filed an amended complaint for a count of murder with the use of a deadly weapon. Naro is accused of killing Alexander Maceo Sanabria for trying to stop 40-year-old Luis Lopez from stealing groceries from the Marketon.
Sports brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. Bishop Gorman football will begin their 2024 campaign tonight at home when they face Kahuku, a 3-time Hawaii Open Division champion. The Gales are ranked 2nd nationally in Max Prep's preseason poll. They will look to add another 5A Division state title to their accolades. They've won 13 championships in the past 14 seasons. Bishop Gorman rolled to the 5A Division I state title last season, defeating Liberty 56-11.
In Health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. If you find yourself in a situation where you or a loved one needs hospice care, here are a couple of things you need to know first. First, a doctor who orders hospice must certify that a patient is terminally ill and has 6 months or less to live. When a patient agrees to hospice care, they agree to comfort care instead of treatment to cure the illness and must sign a statement choosing hospice care instead of other Medicare-covered treatments for the terminal illness. Also, hospice can be recertified every 6 months by a hospice medical director or hospice doctor if the patient is still terminally ill. Original Medicare will be billed for the hospice hospice care and you pay nothing. For more helpful information, you can visit lvrj.com and click on the Live Well tab.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The NFL season opener is less than 3 weeks away, and the Comeback Player of the Year market at Caesars Sportsbook features 5 players with odds of less than 10 to 1 to win the award. Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers is the plus 130 favorite. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow is the plus 275 second choice, and Falcons quarterback Kirk Cousins is the plus 525 third pick. Colts signal caller Anthony Richardson is the plus 625 fourth favorite, followed by Browns running back Nick Chubb at plus 950.
Vegas Station, sponsored by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today.
Alexander Madison is a guy who hasn't gotten much attention during training camp, but the free agent signing out of Minnesota has gotten the attention of Antonio Pierce in a way without requiring splash plays on the practice field.
He's a pro's pro. He's been in the system. I think that's the best part about it. The language he's familiar with, the concepts, the scheme of how to play and how to run the wide zone. But he's been steady Eddie. You know what I mean? You just watch him, like, maybe it's not flashy to the eye, but he's consistent. He's checking all the boxes from his alignments, assignments. He's accountable. You can trust him on third down for protection. And pretty good out the backfield as well.
Moving on to lifestyle news, LV Craft Shows has been bringing you the finest craft and gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for our upcoming event. A local nonprofit donated 150 guitars to the Clark County School District during the first week back to school. Life by Music is dedicated to inspiring youth through the healing power of music, while also providing musical instruments and resources to disadvantaged children and veterans in the community. The guitars were dispersed to multiple middle and high schools throughout the valley, and some of which are Title I schools, which receive government funding to help students from low-income families meet academic standards. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Earlier this week, we reported that Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars were dropping a new single, and now it's finally here along with a new music video. The song titled Die With a Smile premiered on Thursday night, and this is a look at the single's cover showing both dressed in country attire. Back in June, Mars told our LVRJ columnist John Katsilamidis he'd love to work with Gaga before she wrapped up her residency at Dolby Live at Park MGM. That's where Mars's residency is, along with his next show on Tuesday, August 20th. Thanks for watching us on 7 at 7. You can also watch our digital newscast on other platforms like Apple TV and Roku. Stay tuned for tonight's continuous coverage on the Robert Tellis trial. We'll see you here tonight for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.